Hello and welcome to the Channel One Newsroom from our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Tesano in Accra. I am Umaru Sanda Amadou. Coming up. Third suspect in immigration officer's killing dies after short illness.
I was told by the police CID, the one who is in charge on the case, and he confirmed that the third suspect has passed on. So we thank God, not thanking God based on somebody has passed on, but we thank God that our brother has started seeking justice for himself. So we thank God for that.
White voter communities urged to relocate as Bagri Dance Village begins August 25. NDC, NPP bet on newcomers in crucial Akwatia by-election.
I can assure you that the tables have turned completely, and they know that, God willing, it's a done deal for me and then the NDC.
On the grounds, let me tell you, we have gained the grounds, and we are confident that the masses are going to vote for Ugu.
Traders in Madina Redco rebuild despite municipal assembly's security restrictions.
In fact, as at a day before yesterday, I was there, it was 3 containers. But as at this morning, I'm told it's about 4. I have taken that decision that irrespective of whoever being behind doing those things, we will ride the bull by the horn.
We are grateful that you join us for the Channel One Newsroom on Channel One Television. Now, a third suspect connected to the killing of 30-year-old immigration officer Stephen King Amwa has reportedly passed away following a short illness. In an interview with Channel One News, the suspect's brother, Kwesi Amwako, revealed that the family was notified of his death by the police CID handling the case. He further stated that the family believes their late relative is seeking justice for his passing.
Yesterday we went to court, and I can confirm that the third suspect has passed on. I was told by the police CID, the one who is in charge on the case, and he confirmed that the third suspect has passed on. So we thank God, not thanking God based on somebody has passed on, but we thank God that our brother is seeking justice. He has started seeking justice for himself. So we thank God for that. That's what the family can say for now. It's true, the third suspect has passed on.
Now, the political landscape in Akwatia is being redrawn as 2 newcomers step into the spotlight, each promising a new chapter for the community. Both the NDC and NPP are presenting first-time candidates for the September 2 by-election in a constituency that echoes past victories and defeats for both sides. As voters gear up for the upcoming by-election, Channel One News' Nana Tufo-Boatin delves into the complex dynamics and rich history that shaped this pivotal moment, exploring the issues that matter most and the forces vying for control.
Akwatia, nicknamed Diamond City, is the capital of the Denchemboa district of the Eastern region. It is the main center for diamond extraction in Ghana, hence the nickname Diamond City. Unfortunately, there has been a decline in the diamond sector due to concerns over conflict diamonds and decreased investments, leading to significantly negative impact on the town's economy in the late 2000s. Now, many residents have therefore moved to artisanal gold mining, but Akwatia remains largely a farming community. The Akwatia constituency is bordered by Kede to the west, Isaman to the east, Etiwa West to the north, and Oda to the south. Now, there are a number of towns in the Akwatia constituency, with some notable ones, obviously, due to their political significance, being Buedua, Takrase, Apinaman, Jinase, Sechikrom, Topraman, Okumani, among others. Most of these towns have Zongo communities dominated by people of northern descent. The constituency has had the Electoral Commission declare a by-election due to the unfortunate passing of its Member of Parliament, Ernest Kumi. This by-election is scheduled for September 2, and so we've come to the constituency to gauge the mood of the constituents, preparations by the political parties, and to give you an idea of what the Akwatia constituency is made of, its makeup, its economy, its people, and how they have voted over the years. Join us.
Abande ye ni jiwu se beto pa anti ye to ni asan to ni bi ye beto if say ye hiem puntu if say oba wo hwe ya ha no station ye wo hu eh aban bi na ba na we de obey first pa na ha no na nye
Mene
pa cho NDC aban baba jama tam ni we de wo ye nya marketing so ye de e wo ha eh Akwatia mpeso isu ha ya ye san be nya school takwa say secondary school and am no sunsu na dis assembly ye de e bae e hwe nyoma ye nyanye mpuntu bibire de wa satem kra na eye kedi secondary school no mko eye Manchester factory ho and I miss apen so na e ma ye nya secondary school ne de foforo so ti abade de ye nya mpuntu nti e beto ne ato ne bi.
As my supporter, as MPP member, what I think is if they see so, it's wrong. Because of what about if the MPP of the PC for the NDC has won the election and he is not compiled with the DCE, how would the development come to Akwatia? It won't. So it's all about unity. And I hope my candidate, Kwame Asumedu, King Solomon Asumedu, will perform. He will not wait to government to bring something. If he sees something wrong, he will strictly go for it by his own before government will maybe give some approval or something. Because I believe in him.
Let's engage the NDC and the NPP on that level of preparation and how confident they are of winning the seat come September 2.
You would notice that we didn't start our campaign early as compared to the other side because of the tragedy that hit us. And we also went through an election, the primaries. They didn't. So we had some time spent on all that. So we came in quite later. And so prior to our coming in, there were this rumor that they were ahead and all that. You've been in the town, you've seen what is going on. I can assure you that the tables have turned completely. And they know that, God willing, it's a done deal for me and then the NDC. What is most important is the problems that Akwatia as and then Chambo as a district. I mean, the problems that confronts us. We need to deal with infrastructure, unemployment. NDC has over 184, 85 MPs. We've not even sorted them out because these are people who align with the policies of the government. They share the same vision. So it is important that we acknowledge the fact that the sitting president is the sitting president. every resources and every opportunity is vested in his hands. At the end of the day, if we know who the president is, and I am the representative of the people, whose cross I should carry to the president, it makes it a bit easier. So as an MP, you have to have that lobbying skills.
September 2nd beckons. It's just around the corner. How prepared is the party?
Right. The party is well prepared. We have put everything in place, and we are approaching this election very, very well. Yeah. So what I can say is that the party is well prepared for this election.
Are the dynamics any different? You are presenting a new face. The NDC is also presenting a new face. How do you hope this plays out in the September 2 election?
See, we have presented a genuine candidate, a candidate we feel can win the seat for us. Yes, because he's a minor, and he has impressed so many people. And I can tell you, see, he's the best choice to beat the NDC man. Yeah.
Is that why you didn't go through primaries?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's look at the grounds. When you go out there, what are the sentiments you pick up?
You see, on the grounds, let me tell you, we have gained the grounds, and we are confident that the masses are going to vote for Uwu.
The Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yohunu, on August 20, when he met with the Ghana Journalists Association, gave the assurance that the police service had the men, and enough men would be deployed to Akwatia to ensure a safe and a secure electoral process. True to his word, security men, police officers have been deployed to the Akwatia constituency. Even before you enter into the constituency, a number of checkpoints have been mounted. Vehicles are stopped, occupants, including the vehicle, are searched. As you can see, this is one of such checkpoints where barricades have been mounted, and of course the police carrying out their security work to ensure a safe, secure, free and transparent election. Let's head back into town and speak to some residents of Akwatia on what they make of the security presence within the constituency. A group of gentlemen here watching the beautiful game of football. Let's interrupt them briefly and engage them on this particular subject of a by-election. Gentlemen, thank you so much for this opportunity. There's a by-election on September 2. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
How prepared are you for this by-election?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know if I'm prepared though. But looking at the way the number of police coming here, I'm getting a little bit scared. I thought it was going to be a peaceful something and a normal election. I've never witnessed a by-election before, so I don't know how it is. But looking at the way you people are bringing police and all, I don't know, I'm getting scared.
Thank you. Let me find out from you, what are your own sentiments? What do you make of the entire by-election, the security presence and all?
I think the atmosphere is good. Looking at the security, I think everything is intact because there can't be violence. I think we are practicing democracy, and democracy is Kembi Mami Kembi. So this is not time to fight. Yeah, so I think everything is intact.
Are you going to vote, and are you confident that the police presence here will help ensure safe and secure elections?
Yeah, I'm going to vote, and I think the police are going to keep everything safe. Because looking at what went on in Ablekuma North, we don't want that thing to occur here. So I think it's a good sign. Yeah.
Behind me is the GCD Walker Clubhouse, which has over the years served as the collation center for elections in the Akwatia constituency. In the evening of September 2, 2025, this same facility will serve as the collation center. And so it is within these precincts that the returning officer for the Akwatia constituency, on behalf of the Electoral Commissioner, will make that declaration, a member of parliament, if you like, for the Akwatia constituency. Who will it be? The NDC's candidate or the NPP's candidate? We'll find out on the night of September 2, 2025. Reporting from Akwatia in the Denchemboa district of the Eastern Region, Nanatufu Boateng for ChannelOne News.
And we will be continuing with our coverage of the Akwatia constituency for you ahead of that by-election scheduled for September 2. This is ChannelOne Newsroom on ChannelOne Television. We take you up north now, and residents living along the banks of the White Volta River have been advised to take precautionary measures ahead of the annual spillage of the Bagri Dam in Burkina Faso, which is expected to begin on Wednesday, August 25, 2025. Authorities are urging affected communities to relocate to higher grounds to avoid flooding and its devastating effects. In a statement, Sonabel, Burkina Faso's power utility, explained that the spillage has become necessary due to high inflows into the dam, which have significantly raised water levels. The controlled release of excess water, officials noted, is to prevent overtopping and protect the integrity of the dam. You're watching ChannelOne Newsroom on ChannelOne Television. Still ahead. Traders in Madina Redco rebuild despite Municipal Assembly's security restrictions. More on that when we return. Please stay with us.
Feeling super fine. Let's go, don't got no time, yeah. Turn it up, I'ma strut my stuff. You see me walking on the block, can't get enough. Like, nobody can touch me. They wanna be like me, but I got no time to get up, get up, get up. Now let's go. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. We gotta.
Play me for it. It's go time.
We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up.
Call me.
We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. Now let's go.
Beautiful.
Get up.
Wow.
Get up, let's go.
Decent cross, wasn't going for it. And towards goal. That's a superb finish.
When it's go time to supercharge your hustle, make it go time for GoTV.
Get up, now let's go.
Love it. In Ghana, West Africa, the mornings are somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. Another day. It's always smiles knowing we are together. Ooh, what a feeling. Work is always effective with NASCO home appliances. If it not be you, then who go there? No wahala, if the sun is up, we there for your appetite. Never a dull moment to go for something chill. Any jepa, I want NASCO fee. NASCO, bring home happiness.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness, ministering live Perez Music alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus, also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabby Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557 116 607. That is 0557 116 607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie Spitzer and powered by Rima City of Worship. Media partner City FM and ChannelOne TV.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother once more. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all, kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the great. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, out mosquito coil for a mosquito-free atmosphere. Trust out to. You are not serious.
Out insecticide. So ya boa faha.
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. This is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining made in Ghana across every sector. The dates: Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through to 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the Info Sutherland Children's Park. For inquiries or participation details, call us on 0205-973-973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by ChannelOne TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank, and is supported by Trillium Industrial Company Limited and Build Financial Technologies.
You're welcome back. Now, the Ministry of Education says it is seeking financial clearance to place about 6,000 teachers who were part of the 16,000 recruited on 2024 on government payroll. This follows concerns that some of the newly recruited teachers have not received their salaries for the past 8 months. Appearing before the Public Accounts Committee, the Deputy Education Minister, Dr. Clement Apak, assured that government is taking steps to resolve the matter. ChannelOne News' Niaikwe Okain has more.
A group of newly qualified teachers posted to the Ashanti region in July 2024 on Monday, April 14, 2025, staged a protest at the Ghana Education Service headquarters in Accra. The teachers demanded the payment of 8 months' salary arrears and the resolution of challenges relating to their identification documents. Appearing before the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament on Friday, the Director General of the GES explained that out of about 16,000 teachers recruited under the Akufo-Addo government, a little over 10,000 had been placed on the payroll, leaving about 6,000 still outstanding. He noted that it was this group that resorted to picketing to press home their demands for salaries.
The process for onboarding, when we started, 16,000 plus teachers were onboarded. But then we couldn't finish processing all of them. So some 10,000 plus were able to be onboarded. Almost 6,000 were not able to be onboarded for various reasons. So we needed to apply for their clearance to be reactivated for us to be able to finish the onboarding process. And these are the teachers you usually see picketing. In fact, today I was...
Director General, public service or government, there's continuity in government. So your first response shouldn't have been, we didn't employ them.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I retract that.
Thank you very much.
Sorry about that.
And this is not the first time government has employed more than 20,000 teachers at a go. Look at the number of training schools that we have and universities that educate teachers. So it is not unusual for government to recruit to that tune. But I am happy you mentioned that 10,000 people have been placed or put on the payroll, and you are working to make sure the other 6,000 are put on payroll, because you said you're going for extension of the clearance to make sure it is done. They are also Ghanaians.
In fact,
they are qualified people. we understand if for one reason or the other, you cannot put all of them on payroll at the same time. But they also deserve to be paid. And they also deserve to be recruited. And so I'm asking you, whatever clearance that you need, please follow due procedure and make sure they also come on board, because one, and they have qualified, they have gone through the process, they were given financial clearance, and they also deserve to be to work and be paid. Minister, on this note, I'll ask that you take it up with your minister and make sure we resolve these things. Whatever we do, we should have a human face to that, because today it may be party A in power, tomorrow it may be another party in power.
The Deputy Minister of Education, Dr. Clement Apak, assured that steps are being taken to resolve the matter.
These are Ghanaians. They are our relatives. They are our sons and daughters. And as members of parliament, they are our constituents. I can assure you that the Honorable Minister has been working assiduously to get the needed clearance for this issue to be resolved.
Speaking to journalists after the committee's sitting, a member of the Public Accounts Committee, Sebastian Day, called for stringent measures to address systematic failures that often lead to the payment of unearned salaries to civil servants.
Payroll irregularities alone took a whopping 58 million Ghana cedis worth of irregularities that were cited. These were potentially money that would have been lost on the public purse if not detected by the auditors. I think that stringent measures, procedures, controls need to be put in place to prevent such things from occurring. This whole issue of this animal called validation, how on earth can it be that we, in the age of computers, in the age of technology, we are unable to put in correct measures, correct procedure, correct, adequate measures, backed by technology that will ensure that if somebody is at post and that person, that human being is validated, it's one activity and that's it. So that issue of validation needs to be tackled, or it needs to be, handled once and for all.
Now let's remain with this story, and we've been joined in studio by a member of Parliament for Navrongo Central, who is a member of the Public Accounts Committee, the Honorable Simon Aworigo, for further discussions on this. You're welcome to ChannelOne Newsroom.
Thank you, man.
So you are doing in Accra so far your sittings, right?
Yes.
And so far, how many entities have come before you?
We've done about five.
Which ones?
We've done education. We've done youth and sports. We've done works and housing.
So you are doing ministries?
We're doing ministries.
Oh, okay. Not departments, not agencies.
We're doing ministries for now.
For now?
Yeah, for now.
And you started when?
We started 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just like 3 days.
We're just like 3 or 4 days. Yeah. I think
what are some of the major irregularities that you've discovered as a committee that has come up for discussion?
So most has been unearned salaries, people who have not been to work and yet they got paid. Most have been responsibility allowance that has not been earned. Rent, people living in state bungalows not paying their rent. Contracts that have been awarded illegally because they didn't go through entity tender committees and those kind of things. Those are the things.
When you say unearned salaries and allowances, can you explain that further?
So
you're supposed to have examples you could
exactly
share.
So you're supposed to be validated at the end of every month so that you get paid, so that if you didn't go to work you don't get paid for it, in accordance with the Public Financial Management Act. And people get paid, and surprisingly you don't know how that happens, but they get validated even though they did not attend work, and that in the end they still get paid.
But is that not a Controller General problem? Is that an individual's problem?
Yes, it is, because the head of the institution are supposed to make sure that they send the validation records so that to controller and they get paid. And so how those validation documentation get to controller and controller then pays them is the issue.
But if the people have been coming to work and the only thing is that there's not been validation, but they would be paid, or they ought to be paid at the end of the month and they've received their money, that cannot be financial losses, can it?
They have not been coming to work. If they've been coming to work, fine. But the fact is that that's why it's on end, because they haven't worked for it. they haven't been to work. And that's why it's on earned salary. Those are the issues. So they've earned money when they shouldn't have actually be paid for it.
So when you dig into the Auditor General's report and you find all these infractions and irregularities, when you as a committee sit, review it, question the people, what happens?
So what happens is that, the committee has the power of like a high court. And so we tell them to come and pay, we give them time. If you've been following our sittings, our hearings, you realize that we give them 30 days to pay. Some are given 60 days to pay. And some are asked to pay within a week, depending on the gravity of the offense, of the infraction. And so,
but what I've noticed is that, so for instance, I saw Pablo, the Minister for Youth Development, before you.
Yeah.
No, I think it was Kofi Adams, was it? No,
not Kofi Adams.
Yes, Pablo came there alongside the current YEA boss.
That's correct.
Basintali.
Yes.
These people were not at the helm of affairs of these institutions at the time these infractions occurred. So how are we expecting them to answer questions about things that may have happened last year? Because the audit report is about last year, right?
That's correct. It's 2024 report we're looking at now. And so because it's an ongoing institution, and of course heads will change, political heads will change and all of that, you've got chief directors. And so you expect the chief director who has been there for all these years and knows what has been going on to be able to answer directly to the issues and how they came about. And so if the current political head does not understand or does not know how it happened, he'll defer to the chief director, whoever the principal spending officer, to answer those questions.
So when the heads come and you let them know that this is the infraction you've noticed and you say that someone should pay back, you let them know that go and tell your staff A or staff B to pay these monies.
Exactly.
So you don't tell the people themselves. It's not as if you drag the person who has engaged in the infraction to come and do that.
No, but the thing is that the public financial management regulation requires, the sections requires that the head of the organization or the chief director, principal spending officer, you pay if the staff fails to pay. Because it shouldn't have happened in the first place. You should have put in measures and processes to ensure that this does not happen. And because you did not do your work properly, and that money, which is public money, our money, ended up going to that person, you pay. So that next time when you're doing your work, you do it properly.
How huge are the sums we are talking about?
Oh, very huge.
And what's a guarantee that you can get all these monies back without possibly going to court and other fora?
Yes, some of them are very huge. Yes, we looked at some of the foreign missions, and some of them were in dollars, in very huge sums. Ministry of Education was the biggest one with huge sums of money on earned salaries and all those kind of irregularities. I think the Public Accounts Committee, apart from making recommendations, should be given the power to also do more to get those monies back.
Like
because
what? Because the Auditor General has the power of disallowance and surcharge.
Exactly.
What do you want to have in addition to
so
that?
I am thinking that, yes, there's a power of disallowance and surcharge. And I remember in time past when Domingo was ahead, surcharge was a major source of making sure that we got the money back. It's gone very quiet. Can that be activated again? And again, can we inform the police to arrest those people?
I remember James Aveji, when he was chairing your committee, once or twice, he has ordered the police at the committees to arrest some people.
Yes.
And that happened. I don't know. So far, under your new chairperson, her name just escaped me.
Sorry, yeah.
She hasn't. What do you make of her chairmanship, by the way?
I think she's doing a good job. Okay. Because it was her government in power, she actually defers to the ranking, Mr. Honorable Samuel Atamils, to do that, because it will not be fair for her to oversee her own people.
I see.
And so that's what happened. So it's been good. I mean, it's been very firm. I mean, if you've had time to watch the hearings, you realize that she's been very strong, and that's very good.
How do we forestall such irregularities? Because they keep coming every year. What do you think can be done to prevent them in the future?
I personally feel that the processes, especially the validation processes, need to be made more stringent, such that people cannot easily break them. Because you see, at some point, you see there's collusion. There's collusion between the staff and the people who approve validate these processes. And so I think that there should be a double process where if somebody validates, there should be a second eye to look at it and ensure that it's done properly. Because at this moment, it doesn't really serve the purpose, because people are going through it and people are still getting paid. And for me, what worries me much is that people who appear before you, you ask them about these violations. They agree the violation has gone on, and they don't seem to really care so much. I mean, some of it is still ongoing. So you ask the question, has this stopped? And they tell you, no, it's still ongoing. So the question is, if you know something is wrong, and it's even appeared on the auditor's report, and yet you do nothing about it. And so I feel that there should be more punitive measures put in place to ensure that it stops.
Thank you so much, Honourable Member of Parliament for Navajo Central, for
You're
joining
welcome.
us. He is a member of the Public Accounts Committee here on ChannelOne Television. We're bringing you excerpts and actually live proceedings of the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament. Do follow the proceedings and know how your money was spent by the ministries, departments and agencies. This is ChannelOne Newsroom on ChannelOne Television. So some other stories, and the Lankwantana Madina Municipal Assembly has cautioned traders against rebuilding shops at the Madina Red Coast slum, which has been declared a security zone following recurring destructive fires. Despite the restrictions, some traders have begun reconstruction after the latest blaze destroyed their shops. They are appealing to the government to expedite investigations and reopen the area to enable them to resume business. The Assembly, however, maintains that encroachers will be arrested and prosecuted. ChannelOne News' Christopher Kevin Esima has more.
On the 3rd of August, the Ghana National Fire Service had to call 3 fire tenders from 3 separate stations to be able to control fire that burned shops here at the Madina Red Coast slum area. This led to the Municipal Assembly declaring the place as a security zone. Today on the ChannelOne Newsroom, we are here to assess the situation since the 3rd of August.
I lost everything because that thing happened on Sunday and I don't work on Sunday. So when they called me from church, I came and everything is gone.
Mishopuni, your mattress, home use mattress, and my covers, pillows, televisions near the other.
Traders allege the National Disaster Management Organization NADMO has not returned to support them after taking their details on the day of the fire. They are calling for urgent relief to help them recover.
So up to now, Obiama
me to me kai no more waha shino. This a yamibum and yes dia. The from abayin yesreno mwabi obetim dia boy no so famra ensraba no me boy.
But the Municipal Assembly has dismissed these calls, insisting the victims were operating in an illegal settlement and therefore cannot expect NADMO's intervention.
You see, I agree there are genuine people among them, no two ways about it, and I know some of them. But you see, even the Sodom and Gomorrah did not come just in a vacuum. People were innocent even in that, but because they were part of the people who also kept quiet for the wrong thing to keep occurring, therefore they are part of the system. Just like what the tree always say. So penny will fear, not in semboni AC will fear, no intimin can once a man, not just also can be. And therefore we have no choice than to clear everybody over there. And we are going to do that very soon. And I'm meaning it very soon.
During our visit, ChannelOne News observed evidence of non-compliance, with some traders reconstructing shops while others continued business on site. Some traders also complained about attempts by unknown persons to seize spaces originally allocated to them.
We find out that someone has come and put 40-footer container here that the land belongs to his mother, so he is coming to take the land. And we went to the municipal. They said they will come and pick the container, but still the container is here. My space is here. I'm having 5 apprentices and a mother of 2. I have to feed my children, and those people too, they have to come and work. And now their footing is at the back of the container. I don't have anywhere to put my container or establish a new shop. The thing is, if you get the space, even if it's long cry, we can go and take and start a new thing again. But now, I don't even have a space to put a container.
This is my space. This particular one. This is my space. So even as this thing happened, nobody was here to say maybe we are helping you people or sorry, nothing. But the only thing is, someone is here to take our place. And we are like, we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. So we don't know what to do. For us to start everything right now, we need to come back to our places. Then if you can start everything at fresh, then we know what we are about to do.
Frustrated traders have appealed to government to sanitize the area and regulate activities there so they can operate in safety.
The fire burning is too much. It's too much. So especially the Ashawo people. What I would say is that they are the cause of all this. Because if it's because of we that we are doing our own business, that we don't have any issue. What should we do to them? And the only thing, we should sack them. If they will give the land to the market or the people they are selling their things, if they can use the land for them to do their business, it's far better. That they will be doing this and it will be affecting us. So the best way is to sack them, so that we also be free.
Even in this place, a bit more genuine business, a bit more genuine. So those people now almost selling one body needed, they have to go. So Ombeka Koyeka is far from here, and we are working, we should be here.
Municipal Chief Executive Ibrahim Faila Fuseni says the assembly will soon conclude investigations, but stressed that all structures rebuilt within the restricted Red Coast slum will be demolished.
We realize that some people have went back to the site. I have even gone there myself to have a look of some containers. In fact, as at a day before yesterday I was there, it was 3 containers. But as at this morning, I'm told it's about 4. I have taken that decision that irrespective of whoever being behind doing those things, we will ride a bull by the horn. In fact, we will take the person up. That is, they've already noticed that we've earmarked that place as a security zone, meaning nobody should go there. But I can assure you, my brother, very soon, I will not say tomorrow or tomorrow else, but very soon can be in the next 10 minutes. I can assure you, we are going to embark on a serious exercise over there. Definitely when we get there, anybody who tries to put an impediment within the ways of the exercise of the task force from the assembly, who arrest you and then take you over, hand you over to the police.
The place is still a security zone, but traders here at Madina Red Coast slum area are urging government to complete its investigation and properly reallocate it back to them to carry out their business. Reporting for Channel One News, I am Christopher Kevin Asima.
You're watching Channel One Newsroom on Channel One Television. Still ahead. Committee set up to investigate alleged assault at Ridge Hospital to submit findings on Monday. We return with that and more. Please stay with us.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come. Let's go!
It's on SuperSport all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial *759#. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness. Ministering live, Perez Music, alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus. Also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabby Akwatia and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557 116 607. That is 0557 116 607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie's Pizza and powered by Rima City of Worship. Media partner City FM and Channel One TV.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you bank like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
You're welcome back. Now, the Ashanti region has recorded over 200 maternal deaths in the first half of 2025, a figure that health officials describe as alarming and unprecedented. At the same time, authorities are intensifying efforts to prevent deaths and contain the spread of mpox, with over 20 cases confirmed so far. ChannelOne News' Ashanti regional correspondent Doris Lonta reports.
In 2023, the Ashanti region registered over 140 maternal deaths in the first half of the year. That number rose to almost 160 in 2024. But by May 2025, over 200 maternal deaths had already been recorded, far exceeding the national target of a little over 100 deaths per 100,000 live births. Speaking at the 2025 Media Performance Review meeting in Kumasi, Regional Health Director Dr. Fred Adumaku-Boateng expressed grave concern over the rising figures. He attributed the trend to uncoordinated referrals and inadequate capacity at peripheral health facilities.
When we did the analysis on a casual look of maternal mortality rate, you are quick to jump that the women are dying from Confanoche. But analysis really indicates that 90% of the deaths at Confanoche were really referred. And because of this, even Confanoche is able to achieve the SDG 3, which we all have agreed, at 70 maternal deaths per 100,000 live births.
Dr. Adumaku-Boateng called for urgent systemic interventions.
Without this commensurate gatekeeper system and filters, with well-resourced checks and health centers, our quest for quality coverage with our PHR
Apologies for that mix-up. We do other stories, and former Anya Soweto Member of Parliament, Dr. Dixon Adumaku-Kesi, has slammed the government's handling of the recent assault on health workers at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, REACH. He described the incident as a stark reminder of deep-rooted weaknesses in Ghana's healthcare security system. Speaking on the big issue on ChannelOne TV, Dr. Kesi noted that in other countries, such a lapse would have compelled the resignation of the Minister for Health, irrespective of political allegiance. ChannelOne News' Elizabeth Kabuki Okanse reports.
The incident stemmed from a viral video showing relatives of an accident victim physically attacking staff at the hospital's emergency unit. Health Minister Kwabena Mintah Akando subsequently visited the facility to reassure workers, directed the tightening of security measures, and commissioned a probe into the attack. But Dr. Adumaku-Kesi maintains that the government's response exposes broader failures in ensuring hospital safety and accountability.
I don't think I want a health minister coming to my hospital for this incident. I don't think so. And that is where I'm not too happy, in the sense that the system should work without quote-unquote big men. And listen, in other jurisdictions, trust me, the minister would have resigned.
Head of Communications at the Ministry of Health, Tony Goodman, disclosed that the investigative committee has completed its work and is expected to submit its findings on Monday, August 25th, 2025.
And we have spoken to the lady, spoken with those around, the nurses around, the nurse in charge, the lady in question. not the lady who was beaten, the one who actually had the, what do we call, the exchanges with Raf. We've spoken with them, and we have come to some conclusion, and I'm sure by Monday that will be given to them.
Meanwhile, the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, Jefferson Asari, revealed that nurses at Rich Hospital have been assaulted by patients' relatives on at least 5 different occasions this year alone. He described the trend as alarming, warning that the safety of frontline health workers is under severe threat.
Rich, this year, we've had not less than 5 where nurses were attacked at Rich. So this is not one of its kind.
So you're saying that they shouldn't go to work then again at Rich?
No, that's not what I'm saying. If you feel that environment at the moment you are working is not safe, put yourself out of that environment.
In this case in point, what could they have done?
The nurse in question, when he assumed that you have 50 rowdy men at the small space of the emergency and you still stand there to work, they can kill you.
Stakeholders are therefore calling for a stronger security intervention to protect health professionals nationwide.
Now, violence against health workers undermines public confidence and disrupts essential care. That's the warning from the Adabraka Atukpai Manche Ni Tete Ajabin II following the recent assault on staff at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, REACH. The traditional leader, custodian of the land on which the hospital is built, is urging patients and medical staff to show restraint and mutual respect, particularly in emergency situations. There's more in this report.
Speaking at the climax of the annual Homowo Festival in Adabraka, the chief acknowledged the frustrations over delays in medical care, but stressed that attacks on health professionals cannot be condoned. He further urged health workers to demonstrate greater responsiveness and empathy to restore public trust.
Ke wa wondo ba wa mo poden jepo e cha mo no e ha hila cha mo he gbe ya ke mo ni e ba boni o kele ba sina o ha ke ma mi e ke o gbe papan ya o mapa Rich onupa e fai ke Adabraka polyclinic fai ko ni am mo ni se ne ona wonu ake no go tinu ye Rich ni egbe so ma mi fen o me ni wo ya jeme ko ni akwo na chawo e wo twisi toji no ni isani okay.
For her part, the Adabraka Atupai Manye Na Koko Ajewoyi the first appealed to local authorities to step up development programs in the community to drive growth.
I call on the assemblymen so that the policies the government have brought out, they should implement it in Adabraka. With the assemblymen, the MC, I beg them, they should go around Adabraka and listen to what people are saying, so that there should be a big development in Adabraka.
The chiefs and people of Adabraka have climaxed the 2025 Homowo Festival with a health screening and blood donation exercise to boost the various hospitals within the adjoining communities. For ChannelOne News, I am Emmanuel Opon.
Now, the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Railway Development Authority, Dr. Frederick Apple, says the Ghana Railway Company Limited could generate about $150 million annually from hauling 25 million metric tons of manganese and bauxite to the Takoradi Harbour once the Western Railway Corridor is completed. Dr. Apple made this known at Manso during an inspection of the project's recommencement by Amandi Construction after works were suspended in June 2024. ChannelOne TV's Akwatia Jenim was there for us.
The redevelopment of the Western Railway Corridor, awarded to Amandi Construction in 2022, aimed to extend the standard gauge line from Kodokrom to Huni Valley. However, the project stalled in June 2024. According to the Ghana Railway Development Authority, Works resumed following fresh agreement with the Mahama administration. Inspecting progress at Manson, the GRDA Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Frederick Apo, stressed that the Western Corridor is central to the government's 24-hour haulage policy, hence its prioritization.
I am pretty much sure that this resumption of works will also energize the resumption of works for our local sleeper factory, RMS. They employ over 150 Ghanaians who are sitting at home. So it's a good news that basically we are back on site. I'll repeat this and I'll say this again. The Western Railway Line forms the cornerstone of our 24-hour economic policy in terms of haulage, of manganese. At the moment, we are just 15 kilometers from Insuta. This is termed as Operation Track Storm. We must reach Insuta mines at all costs necessary, just to make sure at least we can haul the manganese to Takoradi port. We were looking at estimation. If you look at it, 1 ton of manganese haulage from Insuta to Takoradi port is about $7.50. Now, we are looking at, GMC is looking at estimated 10 million metric tons. So that's about $75 million per annum. Now, assuming this scenario, where we have 10 million metric tons of bauxite from Yeni, pile up at Insuta, 5 million from Awaso, we are looking at estimated amount of 25 million metric tons. If we are able to haul this to Takoradi port, we are looking at a consecutive amount of $150 million. So this project is bankable.
Dr. Apo also raised concerns about illegal mining activities, threatening the railway line, urging the creation of an interministerial task force to tackle the menace.
We have already reported this to our sector minister, Honorable Bukari. He has also informed His Excellency the President. I've been assured that there will be an interministerial task force that will be constituted to help us address the issue of the galamseyers. As I mentioned before, this cannot be one spot assessment. It must be a routine, enforcement to make sure that we can address the issue of the galamsey menace on the Western Railway Line, which forms what I call a part of our critical national infrastructure project. So I am very confident that the President, together with the sector minister, Minister of Lands and Mineral Resources, Transport Minister, Interior Minister, they will constitute a task force to help us address the issue of the galamseyers.
The head of corporate affairs at the Ghana Railway Development Authority, Sadatu Hassan, who joined the inspection, cautioned encroachers to stay clear of railway lands to ensure smooth progress of the redevelopment works.
And so we are urging encroachers to please stay away from railway lands. Those who are on lease know their limits. Those who are there illegally should please stay away from rail line. We will
Well, that's how we wrap up on the Channel One Newsroom. Visit our website, channel1news.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel One TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel One TV. You can also download our app, the CNR app, via the App Store and the Google Play Store. I am Omar Sandamado. Thank you so much for watching us.